Foreign invasions of India, Part 3. During the years of 247-210 BC, the Chinese emperor, that is Qin Shi Huang Ti, he built the Great Wall of China and consolidated his kingdom and protected his kingdom from invasions. As the Central Asian pastures, the green pastures of the Central Asia began to dry up. The Chinese nomads driven away from that place to the borders of the Bacteria and also to the borders of the what you call eastern region of the Caspian. As a result of this migration, what happened? There is a concentration of these Chinese tribes at the borders of the Bacteria, and these tribes are called Yueh-Chih. At the same time, there are another type of tribes called Sakas, Skythians. They are called in India as Sakas. They were also driven by the same situation or the climatic situation and reached the borders of the Bacteria. Before they coming to the borders of the Bacteria, by these Sakas or Skythian tribes, Yueh-Chih tribes entered into the Bacteria and they have occupied the places of Bacteria. The Sakas moved from the Bacteria to attack the Greek chiefs and the rulers of Iran. They conquered the rulers of Iran as well as the some parts of the Bacteria in the 1st century BC, and would find only the scanty presence of the Greek chieftains in that Bacteria region and also in India by that time. In 80 BC, what happened? The earliest kings that ruled India are named as Mayus. Towards the end of the 1st century BC, a line of kings who spoke Iranian language and whose names are also linked with the Iranian names, they are called the pahlawas. They have captured the northwest India, and one of the king of this pahlawas is called Gondophares. He is worthy of us remembering and mentioning here because he invited the St.Thomas, the disciple of Christ, into his kingdom. And so the first knowledge of the Christianity came into existence. Not only that, it is believed in the old tradition, and he is the first person, that is St. Thomas, who converted first after the crucifixion of the Christ in India, some of the people into Christianity. Gondophares is responsible for the diminishing and extension of the Greek kingdoms. Hermes was the last clan of the Kabul region Greeks, and they were also made extinct by the Sakas tribes. The Pahlawas in turn conquered by the Yueh-Chih tribes. The racial affinity of these Yueh-Chih tribes is not known, but they are like the Turkish people and they spoke the Iranian language like that of Sakas. For a century or more, they dwell in Bacteria. This tribe enjoyed total autonomy. As they were enjoying the total autonomy, the Kushan's emperor, that is called Kajula Khadphises, made control of the area of these Yueh-Chih tribes. Kajula Khadphises, in the first half of the 1st century AD, And also his son, along with his son, Vima Khadphises, brought this whole central northwest region into their control and gained in it. After a long gap, Vima Khadphises is succeeded by Kanashka, who ruled western half of the northern India, at least up to the Madhura region of the India. But his domains in the Central Asia were very extensive and remained intact. So these are the three tribes that are Yueh-Chih tribes, Skythian tribes, and also the tribes of the Kanashka. They made the total control of the Central Asia, and finally they entered into India and ruled over it for a long period.